Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Flacco's Ravens going up against Tyrod Taylor's Browns.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. Gets around him. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 60 yards on the ground. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
That was second down run for Murray. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8. Throwing on third down, Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Coleman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Shotgun. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Let's go!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Let's go!
Back to throw now on first down. And Noah escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Trent Murphy coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Be a blitzer.
Let's go. White, 90. White,
90. Looking to throw. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Come on, let's go.
They'll drop the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
They try again with Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. And the Ravens taking the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They go with Murray again. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. From the gun, here's Smith. Now he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Take it at the 37. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Play action, they'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And that's not the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
To throw is Smith, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Kirksey from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Now a give. This is Murray. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. the gun, Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Browns getting set to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Again, Smith. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we couldn't counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33. Here we go. Brand 38. Brand
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw here. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Fresh set of downs here. He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cole. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. Come on.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Christian Kirksey in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. To throw on second down is Smith. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing on third down, Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. On first down, Murray. And to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 1st and 10, Smith. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks near the 48-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up.
Oh, this is blocked. And now the Ravens get it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. And this will be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Now Smith throwing again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. All right, guys. Had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Smith now to throw on second down. Going with a screen for Murray. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Smith. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Handoff. It's Murray. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 8 yards to go here on second down. Smith operating from the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Smith to throw on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On fourth down, Smith. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Cook. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Browns on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds Coleman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Just 1 yard to go here on second down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll look to throw. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. And Gonzalez puts this one through. A scoring update from the southern edge of Ohio down in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Airing one out from Macklin, deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Smith. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On 1st down, Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Smith on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Come on, let's go! 190! 190! Ohio!
They start the drive with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? All right, so 1st down, 5 yards to go. They're going to look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Phillips forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. And complete right side to Cook. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. A give. This is Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now back to throw. And he's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3.
Ohio! Here we go!
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Smith now on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Staying on his feet. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
The Browns on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go!
They run the counter with Cook. And some space here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.